Good morning, Kylie confirm. Kung dinig na yung aking audio, okay na ba?
Rinig po.
Yes po, sir.
Rinig na po, sir.
Okay, sige. Thank you. Okay, so let us continue para ma-discuss natin lahat ng kailangan i-discuss for this day. So for problem number 10, find the value of a known constant in the given equation, so that the sum of the roots is 2. Okay, so if you try to analyze the given equation, the highest exponent is 2. So for any given functions with exponent or highest exponent of 2, ang tawag natin is what? Quadratic equation, di ba? So to solve for any problem under quadratic equation, so ito common, no? So pinakamaraming application itong quadratic equations. Okay, marami siyang re-represent na actual situation. So to analyze and to know how to handle this given quadratic equation, so babalikan lang natin yung simple principle ng quadratic equation, So quadratic equation, that is any functions or any polynomial that contains or that an exponent or with highest exponent of what? 2. So let us consider, ito yung ating quadratic equation. Parang hindi ko na lang siya isulat. So we have the basic property for this quadratic equation. So quadratic equation has a standard form of ax squared plus bx plus c. So wherein a, b, c are just coefficient and constant. So take note, a and b are coefficient, c is constant. So may konti lang slight difference, You have a slight difference between coefficient and constant. So itong coefficient palagi constant siya, mga constant, So itong c constant yan, pero hindi siya coefficient. So ibig sabihin, constant will become a coefficient if with variable. Pag may kasamang variable yung constant, coefficient siya. So ibig sabihin, ang coefficient is always a constant, but constant is not always a coefficient. So dito, yung c is constant at hindi siya coefficient kasi pure constant lang siya. Wala siyang kasamang variable. So for this quadratic equation, since the highest exponent is 2, there are two possible value of this variable that would satisfy the equation. At yung tinatawag nating value of this unknown variable that would satisfy this given equation, tawag natin is roots. Roots of quadratic equation. So to determine the roots, meron tayong tinatawag na quadratic formula. So saan nga ba galing itong quadratic formula na yan? So itong quadratic formula, it is only derived using the property of this root. So since we have two possible value of roots dyan, that is either x1 and x2. So property ng isang quadratic equation, kapag kinuha mo yung sum ng roots, the sum of the roots, it is always the ratio of negative b over a. Sino yung b, Coefficient itong first degree term at saka si a is second degree. So ibig sabihin, pag kinuha natin yung sum of the two roots, it is negative b over a. Then if you try to get the product of the roots, that is c over a. So therefore, you have two equations to ano. So pwede kong palitan yung value ng x2 here, x2 here in terms of x1, in terms of c at saka a. Then makukuha ko yung value ng x1. So pag sinimplified natin, eto yun. So dito nang galing. Using these two given property of the roots, sum of the roots and product of the roots, dun lumabas itong quadratic formula. So dun na-derive ito. So no need na siguro. So quadratic formula, it is used to determine the specific value ng ating roots. Okay? Ngayon dito sa quadratic formula, isa sa important concept na pwede nating balikan, itong nasa loob ng radical sign. Ang tawag natin dito is the discriminant. So anong trabaho ng discriminant? From the term itself, discriminant. So it discriminate or segregate or separate the natures or behavior ng mga roots. Ano ba yung mga behavior or nature ng roots natin? So pwede sila is what? Real and equal, okay? Real and equal, at saka complex or imaginary. Nakadepende sa value ng tinatawag nating discriminant. So tulad dito, itong b squared minus 4ac, tawag nga natin dyan is discriminant. Kapag ang lumabas na discriminant nito ay naging 0, roots are what? Real and equal. Real and equal. Dinagdagan pa, rational. Kasi real number, that is rational palagi. Then, kapag ito naman, greater than 0, ibig sabihin positive number. So, roots are what? Real and distinct. So yung tinatawag nating real and unequal. Real number pero magkaiba ng value. Kapag less than 0 naman, ibig sabihin negative number. So kapag negative number, roots are, hindi lang siya imaginary ha. So ito kapatid, i-correct natin ng konti, it is not only imaginary. B squared o yung discriminant, it is less than 0. So ito, hindi lang dapat to imaginary. A combination of imaginary and real number, or mas kakilala natin as what? Complex number. Kasi complex number is a combination of real and imaginary. Kasi negative b over 2a is real number. At ang square root ng negative number, kasi pag less than 0, that is negative. Square root of negative is imaginary. So meron kang real and imaginary, ang tawag natin is what? Complex number. Magiging imaginary lang. Roots are imaginary in case b is equal to 0. So pag wala ito, if b is 0, that would be the time the roots will be imaginary. Okay? So to determine the roots, quadratic formula. To determine the nature or behavior, discriminant. At itong quadratic formula, it is only based sa property of the roots, sum and product. So ngayon dito sa problem, binanggit ano yung value nitong unknown coefficient h para yung sum of the roots is what? 2. So ibig sabihin kapatid, kung i-rewrite ko rito yung equation, pagsamahin ko na yung second degree term, I can factor out x squared. Ano? So pag pinactored out ko si x squared, meron tayong yung first term matitira is 2 minus h. No? Naka-multiply na lang si x squared. Plus, meron tayong 4x 5h equal to 0. So para madali nating makita, by comparison, this given value by inspection, this is A. Then, this value would be B. At itong value na to, that is what? C. Okay? So, at this case, ang hinahanap ng problem, what should be the value of unknown coefficient h at which? Anong condition? Kapag kinuha ko yung sum ng dalawang roots, si x1 at x2, it would be equal kanino? 2. At base sa property of the roots, sum of the roots, it is negative b over a. So therefore, x1 plus x sub 2, which is equal kanino yan, ano? Negative b over a. So kapag sinubstitute natin, negative. Ano value ng b? By inspection, that is 4. Ano si a? That is what? 2 minus h. At ano daw ang sum? It should be 2. Therefore, using this relation, kuha na natin yung ating final answer. So, meron akong negative 4 over kanina 2 minus h equal to. So, kuha na yon. So, ito pag sinimplify ko, i-cross multiply ko na lang yan. Ano? So, meron na lang akong negative 4 equal, cross multiply natin. So, meron akong 4 minus 1, 2h. So, kita na natin that h, it is only 4 plus 4, 8 over 2. So, you have only 4. No? So, the value of unknown coefficient h, it is only equal kanino? 4. Okay, so anong letra yan? Therefore, that should be arriba. So, ibig sabihin, kapag kinuha natin yung quadratic equation, substitute natin dito. Ilan si h? 4. So, 2 minus 4, meron tayong negative 2x squared plus 4x plus, ano si h? 4. 5 times 4, 20 equal to 0. So, meron tayong 2 possible roots, si x1 at saka si x sub 2. So, kahit hindi ko na ipapactor ito, just to counter-check kung tama ba yung sagot natin, mode 5, ayun, 3. Ano si A? Ayun, negative 2. Ano si B? That is 4. Ano yung C? That is 20. So, this should be the two possible roots. Ayan. Isang 4.316 at yung isa, eto yun. No? So, you have 1 plus, eto siya ha, si x1, 1 plus is square root of 11. Yung x sub 2, 1 minus is square root of 11. So, pag pinag-add, 1 plus 1, 2. Square root of square root of 11 minus square root of 11, cancel out. So, ano ang sum? 1 plus 1. So, that is 2. Okay, nakuha? So, that should be the answer. So, ibig sabihin, tama lang yung sagot natin. Nakuha ba? Any question regarding this quadratic equation? So, isa ito sa basic, pero most of the time, may encounter mo itong quadratic equation. It is always considered to be a quadratic equation if the highest exponent is 1. So, okay, nakuha? Clear tayo dyan, kapatid. Any question for problem number 10? Okay? So, iwanan ko yan, kapatid. Kuhang-kuha yan. Basic yan. So, number 11. So, application lang ng quadratic. So, for problem number 11, binanggit dyan, there are two specific students solving a problem that would reduce into quadratic equation. Okay? Sabihin na lang natin, yung first student, si student A. At yung second student, si B. Anong binanggit ng problem? The first student committed an error on the constant term. Sino yung constant term? Yung C. Okay? Found out the roots to be 5 and 7. So, sabihin natin, kapatid, yung roots at kung saan siya error. So, ang nakuhang roots ng ating first student, si A, base sa problem, that should be what? 5 and 7. So, saan siya nagkaroon ng error? Yung error, yung constant term. Sino yung constant term? Yung constant term sa ating quadratic equation, standard, sino yun? No? That is the value of C. So, ibig sabihin, base sa roots, ito yung kanyang magiging factor. So, ang factor niya, it should be x minus 5 multiplied kanina, x minus 7, which is equal to 0. Ngayon, ito yung nakuha niyang quadratic equation base sa kanyang given statement. Ano? Ang naging roots 5 and 7 at ang constant, ang error niya si C. So, ito yung factor. So, pag kinuha mo yung quadratic equation, you just multiply. Pag pinag-multiply natin ito, this should be what? X squared minus 12x plus what? 35 equal to 0. So, ibig sabihin, ang error dito, si 35. Which mean, ang ibig sabihin nun, yung first two terms, si x squared at saka si 12x are what? Correct. So, tama ito. Ibig sabihin, dito pa lang, dapat yung second degree at first degree terms natin, tama na. So, x squared minus 12x. So, ito yung sagot. So, dito, kung papasinin mo, x squared minus 12x, x squared minus 12x. So, dalawa yung possible answer mo. Si A at saka C. Ang mali dyan, ito, 35. Yung ibig sabihin. Ngayon, base naman sa problem, ito yung nasolve nung second student. So, ibig sabihin, ang hinahanap na lang natin, ano yung constant term? Okay? Ano yung constant term? Kasi ito yung mali. So, kay student B naman, ano ang kanyang naging roots? So, base sa kanya, found out the roots to be what? 2 at saka 16. Okay, saan siya nagkamali? Made an error sa first degree term. Sir, sino yung first degree term? Yung coefficient ng x. Yung exponent is 1. So, sino yun? Yung b. So, dyan siya nagkamali sa value ng b. So, ngayon, ano yung factor? Pag kinuha natin yung factor, you have x minus 2 multiplied kanina. X minus 16 equal to 0. So, ano yung quadratic equation? X squared minus ilan ito? No? 18x plus, 32 equal to 0. So, ito yung error niya. Okay? Mali ito. Pero, ito tama. Tama ito. This is correct. This is correct. Ano yung error naman dito? Ito yung error. So, alin yung tama? Ito at saka yan. So, ibig sabihin, kunin natin lahat ng tama, tanggalin yung error. So, ibig sabihin, therefore, the correct quadratic equation, it should be x squared minus what? 12x. So, plus what? 32 equal 0. So, this should be the correct quadratic equation based on the roots and error na na-achieve ng ating two student. So, dito pa lang, alam na natin ito tama. So, hinahanap mo na lang yung constant. So, which means, kukunin mo na lang yung constant dito sa ating second student. At ang constant na yun, it is always the product nitong ating mga roots. So, product ng roots, that is the constant term, which is what? 32. Kaya, ayun na yung tamang sagot. So, you have x squared minus 12x plus 32. That should be the correct quadratic equation. Anong letter yan? So, that should be, excuse me, arriba. Nakuha? Any question regarding problem number 11? So, iwanan ko kapatid. Let us try number 12. So, you have a polynomial, no? So, sir, ano po yung polynomial? Poly, that is from the root word, Greek word poly, no? So, ibig sabihin ng poly, that is what? Many or several. So, nomial is term. So, ibig sabihin, polynomial, it is just what? A mathematical equations that contain several terms. So, yung polynomial, so pwede yan in terms of x, in terms of y, or any alphabet. Pero syempre, usually, pagka gumagamit tayo ng mathematical equation, ang default variable natin palaging ginagamit, that is either x, y, or z. No? So, dito x lang ginamit. So, ibig sabihin, kapag single variable, the polynomial can be expressed in terms of what? A function of x. No? f of x or function of x corresponds to any equation wherein the variable is x. So, pwede siyang quadratic, cubic, so on and so forth. So, tulad dito, ilang terms yan? 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay? So, pagka 4 equations, and 4 terms, ang tawag natin is quadronomial. Pag quadronomial, 4 terms yan. So, let us consider yung ating polynomial in terms of x, that is a quadronomial x cubed plus 4x squared minus 3x plus 8. No? It is divided by x minus 5. So, since 2 terms, binomial. Then, what should be the remainder? So, meron tayong divisor. So, let us consider yung divisor natin. I-general ko na lang, x plus or minus a, wherein a is constant. So, dito, that is what? X minus 5. So, therefore, ano hinahanap kapatid? Required. What should be R? So, sino si R? Remainder. So, saan natin kukunin? What should be the remainder at which this given function of x, it is divided by our binomial x plus or minus a. Okay? So, what should be the remainder? So, magkakaroon lang tayo ng remainder if your divisor is not a factor of the given polynomial. Diba? Pagka hindi siya factor, may remainder. Pero pag factor yan, automatic remainder is what? 0. So, pagdating dito, marami tayong approach to solve for this one. Pwede kang gumamit ng synthetic division or usual division. Ano? So, kung naalala, pagka nag-usual division ka, medyo mahaba-haba. Pero, kuha mo rin yan. No? So, let's try no? Yung usual division. I hope naalala pa ang division of polynomial. X cubed plus 4x squared minus 1. No? 3x plus 8. I-divide natin yan by x minus 5. So, anong gagawin mo lang yan? I-divide mo lang palagi yung bawat term sa first term ng ating divisor. Okay? Ibig sabihin, kada term dito, i-divide mo lang ng x. Okay? So, let's say, x cubed divide by x. So, x cubed divide by x. So, you have only what? X squared. Using power formula, using power rule sa division, di ba? X cubed over x. So, therefore, copy the base, subtract the exponent. So, 3 minus 1, so x squared. So, after na, para ka lang talaga nag-simple division. You multiply. So, ito, multiply mo doon. Magkakaroon tayo ng x cubed minus 5x squared. So, after mong i-multiply, anong gagawin mo? Isusubtract mo lang yan. Diba? Minus mo. After nating i-minus, ano ang lalabas na sagot? X cubed minus x cubed, cancelled out. Negative, negative. So, magiging positive. Magkakaroon tayo ng 9x squared. Then, bring down negative. Ayan muna kapatid. No? So, you have 9x squared. So, ulit, i-divide mo ngayon yung 9x squared. 9x squared or simply 9x squared divide by x. So, magkakaroon ka ng plus 9x. So, ganun ulit. 9x times dito. So, meron kang 9x squared minus 9 times 5, 45. X. So, doon natin i-bring down si negative 3x. Tapos, anong gagawin ulit? Subtract lang palagi yan. Para ka lang talaga na divide ng simple number. 9x squared minus 9x squared canceled out. Okay? Negative times negative, positive. So, magkakaroon ako ng 45 minus 3. Meron akong 42x. Okay? Bring down ko na yung 8. 42x divide by x. So, plus ilan na? 42. So, multiply ulit. Meron kang 42x plus 42 times 5, 200 or negative. Si negative 5 na pala. No? 40 times 5 is 200. Then, 5 times to 10.